Hello and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I have a lovely card to share with you today. It is from the Forever Fern stamp set. And I will show you all of the items that we're going to be needing. We're going to be needing the Forever Fern stamp set. This set is absolutely beautiful. You do not need to do all of the die cutting with this. So we're going to be using this stamp set, or this stamp. We're going to be using this stamp. We're going to be using the splotches, and we are using this stamp. And then the sentiment that we're going to be using is to a friend that makes me smile. And so let me show you all of the pieces that we're going to be needing. The inks that we're going to be using are Rococo Rose, Rich Razzleberry, and Crumb Cake. I did incorporate another little ink that is not Stampin' Up's because I wanted a different variety of colors. So we're going to be using a stamp from Altenew. The parts that we're going to be using, we're using a thick Whisper White cardstock. We're going to be using Rich Razzleberry. We are using an embossing folder that is the Old World 3D paper embossing folder. I did already emboss the paper, and this is the embossing folder. So that's the paper after it's embossed. And we will be using some of the rhinestones, the champagne rhinestones. So let's get started on the card. And we also are using Crumb Cake, and then I also die cut some circles as well. So the very first thing we're going to use is the thick Whisper White cardstock. Going to fold it in half, and as always we are going to burnish the edge with the bone folder. All right, the fun begins. We get to do some stamping. We are going to take this little strip of the Whisper White, and I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper because we will be stamping off the edge of this, and I don't want to make a mess on my other paper. So the very first thing we are going to do is I think we will take this stamp, and we're going to actually stamp it in the Rich Razzleberry. So I'm going to ink this up. These are what did they call these stamps? It'll come to me. All right, we're going to ink there. And then we're going to stamp one right there. And then we're going to stamp another one right here. All right. And then we're going to come in with the Rococo Rose with this leaf stamp. I'm going to come in here and stamp. And I'm going to stamp another one right here. Okay, then we're going to come in with the little guy with this little stamp, and we're going to ink this in the Altenew stamp just because I wanted a different color of this color family, and Stampin' Up! Didn't have one. So we're going to ink that and then stamp another one right up here. And then I'm going to just throw one more of this color in here, a little bit. Put a little there and a little right there. Then we're going to come in with our Crumb Cake, and that is going to be with this little splotchy dot. And we're going to fill in the rest of the opening spots in the Crumb Cake. And I'm just kind of stamping off, just filling in some blank little areas. There we go. And we're done. So easy. All right, now we're going to get all of this out of the way, and we're going to assemble the card. And we're going to take our card base, and then we're going to take our Rich Razzleberry. We're going to place that on the card with our Tombow glue. Okay. Line this up and place it down on the card. I have about approximately 1/8 of an inch border going around the edge. So there we go. Now we're going to take this piece that we just did, and we're going to adhere it to the crumb cake. Boy, when I squeeze that, it comes out pretty globby on the beginning. All right, we're gonna add this. Center this on the crumb cake. And I am just having the edges, the sides. Okay, just like that. It looks like I might have to trim this. Nope, I don't. I thought I did. Just need to scooch that up a tiny. All right, there we go. All right, and now we are going to glue this to the left side of this. Oh, I almost made a big mistake. We are going to add our textured paper that was ran through the embossing machine. We're going to put this on the card. About 1/4 of an inch border all the way around. Now we're going to add this to that piece. All right. And that will go right here in the corner. So we're not seeing the white edge of this popped up paper. Okay, now we are going to take, I took a circle already and I die cut a circle in the Blackberry Bliss and a circle in the Whisper White. We're going to stamp the sentiment in the rich Razzleberry. And that will go on the circle. Right there, like that. And then we're going to glue this to the Blackberry Bliss. All right, we're going to put this aside for a second because we are going to add, so I took some dies and I die cut some other pieces in the rich Razzleberry. And then I also took, these are the brightly gleaming foil elements, and I've already popped those out. They're already pre-cut in this set. If you do not have this set, not to worry, because you can always just find any die and then use copper paper and punch something out yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this approximately where I'm going to place it on the card. And when I glue it down, I'm going to not glue on this edge, on the right-hand edge, totally all the way, because I want to be able to stick some of these elements in here. So I'm going to place this in the center, about right there. I'll come down a tiny. It looks good right there. All right. Then I'm going to take these copper elements and I'm going to take a piece of, I'm going to take the silicone mat and I'm going to use the leftover of my Snell adhesive because that works so well for this. And I'm going to just put some Snell on all of these little pieces, just on the bottom ends. The nice thing about using the silicone mat is you can still pick up some of the glue if you need more, if any get on the mat. So this is just a quick, easy way to glue without making a big mess. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to put this one coming off of this edge right there. I'm going to tuck these coming off the top. Right there. That looks good. And then this one on the bottom. Like that. And then the only other thing that I'm doing is I'm taking an old piece of the fresh fig ribbon and I'm just making a crafter's bow. You don't have to use the supplies that I use. These are just, you know, rough ideas. If you have other ribbon, use it. If you don't want ribbon, you don't need to. So it's just, these are just suggestions. I just like to use up what I have, and hopefully you are using up what you have as well. So there's this little bow, and now I'm going to use a dot to put behind this, and put that just right there, and kind of squish it down a little bit. Put this on the card, and then I can trim it. All right, grab my scissors. Cut this right there, and cut this right there. All right. And then I am putting on some rhinestones. So get my little tweezers out. And there they are. Okay, I'm going to put a rhinestone on the eye right there for friend. And then I'm going to put a rhinestone down here on the bottom. And I'm going to put a rhinestone up here on this upper part of the sentiment. Just like that. And that is the front of the card. But for the inside of the card, I am going to do some more stamping. So we're going to take the Rococo Rose again, and we're going to take the berry with this bigger stamp. And that was done with the rich razzleberry. So I'm going to come in with the rich razzleberry up in this corner, and I'm going to just stamp right there. And I'm going to come in with the rich razzleberry on the bottom and stamp right there. And then I'm going to take the leaf and put that here. And I'm going to put this leaf up here. And, whoops, I hit the camera. And then for the sentiment, I am going to be stamping with the rich razzleberry. And I'm going to just put this, "Our friendship is timeless," right here on the bottom. And then that leaves a lot of writing room inside the card. And that is the card for today. How quick and simple is that, right? So this stamp set has beautiful dies on the inside, lots of dies, so you can actually have the options of making pieces, or just if you're in a quick hurry like this one, just do a little bit of embossing, and the rest of it is just stamping. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the card. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, go make something uniquely yours, and thank you so much for watching. Please hit the bell if you want to subscribe to be notified for more videos, and hit the like button to help me move along. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.